Hey there, welcome back to Artistry by Rita. Today I am continuing painting and video number 29, which is now I have done the landscaping and the water, and now I'm concentrating on my peeps. So here is the beginning of me making skin tones, yellow, pink, and you have to add blue, and there I am with my 4 types of skin tones from lightest to the darkest for shading purposes. And you just do that by adding a little more yellow, a little more pink, and a little more white, and then you get a nice variety of skin tones. And there I had 4. And with a very thin, pretty thin brush, I start with my lightest, and I just paint over the areas with the skin, of course. And as you can see, I did the outline in black paint for this video so you could actually see it, or else my pencil sketch you could not have been able to see. So I don't really like the look of the black because it makes it look cartoony, but I'll try my best to sort of paint over it, and I could paint over it, but with the light background actually, which is a walkway, it actually really did help. So there you go. So there I am. I am painting in all of my skin tones, the back of the neck, the legs, so on and so forth. And yeah, and then I'm going to start shading. And of course, this is just for you just to see the process. The colors don't matter. It depends on what you're painting, who you're painting, what they're wearing, skin tone. It all changes as per what you're looking at making. And now I'm going in with a much finer tip and creating shading with the darker skin tone. And in this particular painting, the sun is coming on one side. My trees all follow suit. The grass follows suit. Even the water follows suit in the end painting. So it's all about the flow and the light coming in. And I actually purposely took a photocopy of the picture, print it in black and white, so I could really see the shading. And because sometimes it's hard to see it on the actual picture. So I find that useful. And I'm already starting to create some shading there. And it really does make a difference. Boy, I have no training. I have no formal training. I kind of fly by the seat of my paints. Oh, no pun intended. That's funny. And I just dive in. If I think about it too much, I talk myself out of it. So there I am, once again, creating the background of my husband's shorts. And on one kind of solid color. And then, oops, I think I kept hitting the tripod with my feet. And then I'm now going in with the darker for shading. So I take that color, add a little black, and try to make shade and light to create some movement in the painting. And I'm doing the same with my son's painting. And at some point I have now changed that because his torso appeared way too long in the painting. So I made the shorts a little higher and played with it a little bit more. And there I am painting the shoes. And while I've got, that color on my brush, I paint in other areas. I just don't concentrate on one thing at a time. I'm all over the place. There I am creating the creases in the pants and the shorts. And this is a pretty fine brush, fine tipped brush. And as I said before, I don't have any formal training. I started with poor art, COVID and all, and then I started my hand at this. And I belong to this wonderful group called Art in Canada, and they are exceptionally generous people, all Canadian artists, and they are very generous, very kind. So if you do like this painting and the other paintings I have posted on YouTube, please take a second to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to move up in the YouTube algorithms, and I need your help to do it. I need you to subscribe, please. I need you to comment. It would be lovely if you could ring that notification bell so that when I post a new painting, you could, watch the video and know it's there and know that there's a new painting there. So if you take a second, as that's all it takes, comment, like, and subscribe. And so with the white top of my husband's, I just used white, and I added a tiny bit of black to make some very light gray for the creases in his clothing. And that's the top I'm talking about, where at the end I thought, even though they were wearing similar colors that day, I decided to use some creative license and gave my son a different color top. And now I'm creating some light areas in my husband's top by going over with white. So it's layers. I put on the gray, I put on some white, then I put back some gray, and it's just layers. And I love that about this kind of painting. It's not done. It's a work in progress. You put it away. You summon the courage to do it again. Because, oh my, I haven't been painting for 30 years. So you look at this painting that's calling you and you're a little afraid to go back to it. But I'm trying to be more fearless and trying to just do what speaks to my heart, get me through this darn COVID, and continue this journey because I really enjoy this journey. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. And there, I just add a little bit more color to my husband's hair, and you'll see the final result. I did paint in my son's hair a little bit more. He was actually wearing a baseball cap, but I thought it would get lost with the green grass. And I'm going to show you the final whole picture as well as the close-up on this at the end. And here I am now creating light and shadow. And I find I like to paint on the table when I'm doing this more detailed work rather than on the easel. I seem to have a little bit more control. My hands are free. I'm not carrying the tray with all the different paints on it. But it's so much fun, guys, to paint. And here you go. Here's the final water scene, and I think it turned out great. Here's a close-up. There you go. I painted my son's top green, and I love it. Thanks for joining me today at ArtistRibyRita. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. Ciao!